We live in an era where there's all kinds of drugs available to us. A whole host of recreational drugs and pharmaceutical drugs, and alcohol, cigarettes. But the most abundant drug, the most commonly used drug to medicate is food. And we don't think of it in those terms, perhaps because we don't like to think of it in those terms. And health authorities probably don't want to think about it either. When you think about sugar, sugar is just a drug. It's something that has no value to us. It tastes good, it draws us in, gives us a bit of a high, and then leaves us feeling flat. And leaves us wanting more. And we can use this food to medicate our emotions. We can medicate sadness and boredom. We can medicate anxiety, depression, all kinds of upsets. But in doing so, we never solve the problem. We never actually feel any better. We only feel worse because in addition to that problem, you keep gaining weight. And the more sugar you eat, the more you'll gain weight, because sugar is the big enemy in the war on weight. And not just sugar as in this white substance that you put into your coffee, but anything that turns into glucose in your bloodstream. So it's any food that contains sugar, or any food that breaks down to glucose, such as grains, for example. So you can't eat sugars and grains. And already you might be bucking at this. But all I'll say is it's a lot easier than you think. And it's a lot easier when you manage those emotions. And that's what I do. That's what I help people with. I see people in person in Australia, in Brisbane and Sunshine Coast, but on Skype, anywhere in rural Australia or anywhere in the world on Skype. And I help with those emotions, that sadness, that anxiety, that fear, that anger, that depression, that whatever it is that drives the eating, drives the need to try and medicate with that drug. Because it actually does medicate. You can be feeling bad and you can eat some carbohydrates. And generally it's not broccoli. Generally it's in the form of savory or sweet treats. And for a little bit you'll feel better. It's like you put a blanket over your stress hormones, but only for a very short time. You can go to my website, roadmaptovibrant.health.com, and free low carb diet and get started. And then if you'd like some help, I can help you. Thank you.